These guys scare the shit out of me. I'm about a mile and a half in. I stopped to take my rain pants off because it was getting warm. And I just had a good cry session. So I guess that will be the theme walking to Helena, is me just crying a lot, trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do. I mean, I know what I want to do right now, but I keep thinking of like different solutions, and they'll sound good for a little bit, but then I just result back to the main thing of just getting off. But this is, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's not going great. Where's your little head? I'm at a crossfire between Mama Trail and, oh, baby's just, oh my god, there's two babies. And I'm telling her to go get her babies. She ain't listening to me. Go. Go. Alright, I found somewhere to get water, sit in the shade, and also dry out my tent. I'm going to eat my last bagel with cream cheese, already on there. But I think I'm going to put some potato chips on it, because somehow I managed to eat 8 ounces of cream cheese spread over 3.5 bagels. I would say this one got about half of what the other 3 got. It's also chive and onion cream cheese. But yeah, I love cream cheese. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna lay down and maybe have a siesta. For what I wanted today, I think I've got like 5 or 6 miles left for the day. So we ain't in no rush, and we're just taking it mile by mile. It's not horrible, but it's not great. It'll do. I'll just eat more chips after when I'm done. So I'll do a little update. There was some point in the mountain, way early, a mile and a half in, that I got service. And I decided to text my best friend, Katie, because when all else fails, Katie. And she sent an amazing response. I'm gonna cry again. Well, first of all, I just like saw how long the message was and I started crying. But I'm not really going to divulge into all of that right now. But then I went like another few miles until I was at like 5 miles for the day. And then I messaged my brother on Zolio because I didn't have service anymore. Discussions were had there. And now I'm like 10 miles into the day, having lunch, just trying to, I don't know, but it's been a minute since I've cried. I cried a lot this morning. A lot of my tears are just coming from like the expectations that other people have of me and like letting them down, I guess, and feeling like I failed. I'll just say it. Feeling like I failed. Oh, why are there so many flies on me? But yeah, so just trying to manage. Don't go on my shirt. No. He was going in my sleeve. Oh, sneaker. But yeah, I'm just gonna get to Helena. Probably take a 0 or 2. Figure out my next move, plan. It might result in me just like bouncing around and doing sections of this trail, because something else that I'm leaning on now is I worked so hard to save up all this money to do this trail, and if I'm not enjoying it, like, why am I spending my hard-earned money on something I'm not enjoying? Like, why not turn it into something that I'm going to enjoy and that's going to be fun? So my mind is just all over the place and like bouncing around with all these ideas, and like it's exciting kind of to like have these new ideas and new plans and things, and this is what I want. I want excitement. I want joy. I want something to look forward to. And right now, I ain't getting any of those. All I'm getting is me trying to cheat this trail and not do it the way it's supposed to be done. And I don't want to do this trail if I'm not going to do it the way it's supposed to be done. So, like today, I'm going to take a bunch of roads just to my sanity, and it'll help me get places quicker, faster, so that way I can get to Helena quicker, faster, so that way I can like just zen and zone out. But yeah, I don't want the whole trail to be like, what shortcut can I take? That's not why I'm out here. I'm not out here just to shortcut the whole thing. So yeah, that's the update. My arm's getting tired. If anything else happens, I will let you know. I didn't turn off. When the black flies are out to get you and you just want to rest, you put on all your rain gear, a head net. I gotta figure out what to do with my hands because they'll find them. But I found like a ditch in the road because my spot was not being shaded or sunnied or whatever. The sun was moving, and so I had to find a new spot because I was like, I still want my rest time. And here we are. Yeah, see, look at that. See him over there? The sign is a bit confusing because it's talking about ski area. They have all these little snowmobile dudes. And you look right here and it says no snowmobile dudes. What the heck? And then there's also some bikes here. I figured out how to read the sign. It's because it's going up that way. There's no snowmobiles allowed, but behind there are. It all makes sense now. Oddly enough, this is keeping me more sane. Usually people despise road walks, but I am welcoming them with open arms. Just for now, until I can figure out what's going inside my brain. Figure out what's going on inside my brain. Apologies that this is not the usual upbeat, funny, whatever, but I do want all sides of my emotions recorded for me and for others, just to so you can see what it's like sometimes. That's what I'm talking about right now. Easiest. That nice guy just asked me if I needed anything. He also asked if he was currently on the CDT, and I said, no. I said, it's over there in the woods, but I'm avoiding that at the moment. But he said his daughter hiked the PCT, and he trail magicked all up and down for her. And he was like, I don't have much on me, but do you need anything? And I was like, no. In reality, I need a ride, but I'm gonna walk it because I need to like put myself through it to know if I can really go on or not. So here we are, declining help. Well, that same guy, people are so nice. His name is Scott, and he just drove back down from the lookout, and he offered me, I'm gonna not walk and talk, a Snicker pecan bar, and I politely declined just because like I don't want to carry it. I have so much on me right now. And then he was like, do you need water, Gatorade, any of that? And I was like, I'll take a Gatorade. And it was like one of the large Gatorades. So I chugged what I had in my like designated electrolyte bottle. I can't stand still because the flies are gonna eat me alive. And then I chugged the rest of the Gatorade bottle and I gave it to him, and then he was like, do you have any trash? I was like, I literally have like 3 wrappers because my resupply this time is all just like in Ziplocs right now, and there is no trash. But just something about like that whole interaction. I'm so emotional right now, what the fuck? First of all, Trail Magic, yay. And I don't know, like, it got me emotional. And I don't really know in what sense yet. I haven't figured that out, but here we are. And now I'm full of Gatorade and almost to my intersection to then go down to the road. But it was nice because he was like, are you sure you don't want water? And I was just like, no, because I have more water on me. You just can't see it. And he was like, I know, I get it. Like, it's heavy. I'm like, exactly. But yeah, just, I don't know. That was a really nice interaction, and I'm thankful for it. But on the other hand, he wanted to take my picture to show his daughter because his daughter hiked the PCT in 2020. She didn't go to VVR, I asked, because that was also the summer that I worked there. And he's just like, you guys are so cool. And it's like, things like that, it's like, thank you, but you have no idea, like, what I'm struggling with mentally right now. And like, it's awesome that like just because you see me outside walking with a backpack on, you think this is amazing. But I don't know, I just feel like I'm like false advertising right now. I don't really know how else to explain it. Well, it looks like, according to Gaia, this is an old mining area. So it's probably what those cabins were for. I saw another one like up on the hill that like looked sideways. But interesting, interesting. So much mining. When you don't have a knife, just use the side of your spork and you can chop up your Spam to go inside of your ramen. And then that's how you clean your spork. You just lick it. Also, of the 4 snacks that I bought for this round, the kettle barbecue chips, goldfish, peanut butter filled pretzels, and fig Newtons. The goldfish are number 1. The potato barbecue kettle chips are number 2. The peanut butter pretzels are number 3. And the fig Newtons are number 4. And I'm really surprised that the peanut butter pretzels aren't slapping more, but they're just not slapping. But those goldfish. So, for future reference, now I know. Don't buy fig Newtons. Just had a very lovely conversation with that man. The conversation ended with him asking me, God, I can't fucking talk about anything. Asking me if I was gonna go the whole way. And I told him that that was the plan, but that I'm in a bit of a funk right now. So we're just kind of taking it day by day. And I said I'm gonna go to Helena, I think take some days off, have a reset, assess, and he was like, if you want to have a reset, you need to go to Butte. So, might go to Helena, take a bus down to Butte, hang out there, and then go from there. But, yeah, I don't want to lie to people and give false information and be like, yeah, I'm going, when in reality, I'm having a really hard fucking time right now. So, because you never know what advice someone is going to give you if you actually tell them how you're feeling. And now I'm just going to eat my Kit Kats. Every time I talk about it, I start crying. But when I'm not talking about it, I'm not crying because I'm just trying not to think about it. Also, my rain pants have a hole in them. So, maybe I ain't doing that in my tent tonight. Who am I kidding? Maybe when I take my break, I will sew them back up. Well, today is the first day I have successfully been able to use baby wipes to wipe my legs off after hiking and wipe my face off before getting in my tent, because with the grizzly country stuff, usually it all just gets packed up before I go into my tent. But where I ate dinner, I just did it all there. But it's just never, I've always just been too tired, and if I'm gonna be feeling whatever I'm feeling today, I'm gonna be clean while I'm feeling it. So, and a bug bit me, flew into my shirt and bit me. But yeah, we're just gonna, that's my view for the evening. There's some mountains over there. I'm just gonna rest, relax, journal, and try to figure out what the fuck's going on inside my head.